We are college ready,
career ready,
and we're ready for that community too.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Estamos listos.
We're ready.
I think education is like the key thing. In my mindset, I can't do nothing without education.
When we came here, I remember they asked us who wanted to go to college, and everyone was just like, nah, no thanks. Now it's not even a question. There's no other thought.
When I look around the school every day, I see success. Kids who were written off. I see kids who were told they could not do what they are showing they can do. And I see a community who are proud of these kids.
College ready.
I'm college ready. Career ready.
Career ready. Community ready.
I'm ready.
We're dealing with the student, the family, and the community because that's what ensures academic growth.
There's a lot of things that need to be in place for a child to sit down and be ready to learn.
I think that's what any parent wants for their kid, is a school that's really there to meet their needs on not just a surface level, but actually going very deep into what the family and the student needs.
Yes, we look at the child as a whole person. The education needs first, their physical well-being, the emotional well-being.
Community schools allow us to meet kids' needs so that they can stay in the classroom. And it allows teachers to further challenge kids because they're being supported. You can be more rigorous with them because they can handle it.
When I took the school 6 years ago, the API score was in the low 500s, and now we're actually pushing 750. And that would not have been possible without the number of community partners that have made investments.
I mean, we have tons and tons and tons of partners.
Oakland Housing Authority partners with the school district.
We have the asthma mobile,
the after-school program,
adult education,
skill building, how to be prepared for an interview.
Our dental service.
If kids can't get glasses, they give you a program for glasses.
School site counselors, mental health coordinators,
trauma circles. We have a Read 180 program,
Angel Network,
reading intervention for our students, internships,
college access groups,
the farmers market,
tax prep.
We do clothing drives, free backpacks,
mentorship,
a dad's club.
You come and get everything that you need in order to move forward right here on campus.
We have school community managers at sites now to help us bring in more resources to help families.
We start coordinating services before the school year even begins. We meet together, talk about what services we absolutely need to have, and then we work to make sure that that can happen here. There's a whole lot of work that's going to go into helping a student be successful, and we all need each other to do that.
So data has clearly indicated that the school sites that actually have high parent participation, students perform better.
Since the school has placed an actual parent center on campus, parents can come into the center, which is their space. Just building community.
You see a lot of parents walking around taking ownership of their schools, and that means a lot to families where they can walk around and say, oh yeah, I did that.
If parents have a question about how a class is run, they're more than welcome to come sit in a class. Just like the community partners are more than welcome to come sit in classrooms and see how things are done. A general openness that the whole school has. When you bring in other organizations, you bring in families, it changes the whole feeling of the school.
It becomes like a magnet, and others want to be part of it.
This school, yes, is a huge, huge part of my life, and really it is community for me.
My eyes are open more to the community, not so much the community being violent, but there are real people that live in a community, you know. There are real people with so many talents and skills. They just need to come out.
When I think about a student who is dealing with severe trauma just because of deaths in their family, and they're on the verge of dropping out of school, and when we can give them the services they need to keep them away from that, keep them in school and studying, it changes the whole dynamic of their life and of our community.
Our school, even though it's surrounded by all this chaos, it feels somewhat to be the safest place. We come to school to learn, and this is what we're gonna do.
Rather than have students shutting down and not learning, we have students who know that there are people on this campus who truly care about them and care about whether or not they make it.
In the beginning, I thought it was more of high expectations, but we didn't have a lot of the partnerships and support. So now when we have all the different partnerships, it's a way of saying, I expect you to be up here, but I'm also giving you people and resources to be able to reach that level.
My son already asked me, so after 5th grade, I'm going to middle school, then high school, and then college. I'm like, yeah.
Our average GPAs are higher even though our instruction is more rigorous. Our kids' reading levels are growing at a higher rate.
I believe that if we invest in our youth, send our youth off to college so they can get degrees and bring those degrees and that knowledge back to the hood, then we can change our community and our neighborhoods.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
It can work. I've seen it work. I know it works.
We're